Arthur in San Antonio, Texas. See more better here with freeprescriptionlenses.com. But call me Mo Better, because I'm have you seen Mo Better, looking Mo Better. I'm going to show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. And for starters, I'm going to show everyone else what it means to be apologetic. As the owner of the company, I want to send out a big thank you to Arthur for his patience. It does not happen very often. But he ordered these lenses. They came in imperfected. The pupillary distance was off. It would not cut out, meaning that it would not make it into his frame. They had to be reordered. These lenses take 2 weeks with the gold flash mirror. The Tranitions XTRAactive with one of the 6 colors of flash mirror coatings. Style mirrors takes 2 weeks to make, so that caused a tremendous delay. To me it was. I called him up personally to let him know. He said no big deal, no hurry. I wish everyone in the world was as patient and understanding as Arthur. I do want to say that San Antonio is one of the cities on my list of places to vacation. My best friend that I grew up with, he and I were bachelors together for the longest time. He got married, moved away, and I was very sad. He moved to San Antonio from North Carolina. I thought my world would be over losing a friend like that. The Friday he moved away, I met my wife the very next day. It's one of those corny sayings that when God closes a door, another one, well, when the door closes, God opens another. And that is true. She has been a godsend in my life. He's been back to visit since he has family here. But I do want to come visit San Antonio, and I'm taking you out to dinner, and it's on me because, again, I cannot thank you enough for your patience and understanding. Having said that, let me shut up and go to work. So he is getting the RayBan 6286 color 2509 in the 54 eye size. I'm going to take everything out of the original packaging as RayBan sends it to me. Your hard shell case, your RayBan cleaning cloth, and your frame that comes with a plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. And of course this one, the Light Force, is made in Italy, if you guys can see that. I have my haters out there saying you can't see what I'm seeing, but again, this is the RayBan 6286 color 2509, the matte black in the 54 eye size. And this is part of their Light Force series, and it is just that, very light. So I'm going to pop out the original demo lenses, put it into the tracing element of my blocker. Now I had already assigned this number on there, so this shape is going to pop up because I tried to cut it once to find out it was not going to work. Let's move on to the next screen. I've already got your pupillary distance entered, 34.5. Actually, it's going back, so we're going to go 34.5. Raise the optical center up to 18. Grab your right lens, come down here to the lensometer, spin the axis wheel to 98. And put the power drum on +2. Put the lens in, rotate it until the spherical component comes into view first. Make sure that is +2. That is good. +2 -1 at 98. And I'm going to put 3 dots on your lenses while getting ink on my fingers. 1, 2, and the third one is there. This is the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which I can identify with. Turn it from, actually let me double check everything, 98, 98. You will hear some of my favorite 4-letter words, and this does not come out perfect. I'm not the most patient person in the world, and I hate to have to see anything through someone else's eyes. It's one thing, it's my mistake. It's another thing, it's the lab, and it doesn't happen often. Things get entered wrong. I have the patience of a man on fire for some things. It's funny how I can have patience for some things and not others, but yeah, this is, you know, I've got my name on every, let me put that ink on there a little better, come on Mo Better. 77, 77. Of course, he says he just needs these for playing golf, so what a life. What a life. I do these so I can eat. and drive to work and do all that. Now I put some dots on that lens that tells me where to orient it in the machine, and if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Okay, so this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got the 2 here. The black side is the sticky side. I'm about to place that one on the first block, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Yes, finally, before. So this magnet, you can see it before. That green outline is the shape that I'll be cutting. Your lens just was not fitting inside there. The pupillary distance was off. And like I said, that happens maybe once a year, maybe, and it just happened to happen to the lens that takes the longest to reproduce. So a clear lens I can have tomorrow? No. Yeah, nothing like that. That'd be way too easy. It was the perfect storm, Murphy's Law. 34.5, 34.5, 18, okay. Double check everything. No excuses, no regrets. So place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the left lens. Place the magnet in there. The pupillary distance is for the left eye 34.5. The left side has mirrored the right. Same optical center height of 18. Place the... Oh, I love it when it fits. I love it when it fits. We are talking about glasses, right? Okay, good. Well, glad we're on the same page. Yeah, before it was too small. You'd think I would know how to work with that. Got a little experience, but no, it just didn't work. That's what she said. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. My wife hates it when I tell jokes like that. So, this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth telling bad jokes. It costs $40,000. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your golf cart, thinking you can ride away on the links cutting lenses. You won't need this guy with the 2 thumbs and the bad jokes to do it for you. So, this diamond crusted wheel is going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper to grind away the lens material from this size down to this size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. You are job ID number 2306. Wake up the computer. Job ID number 2306. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to put one on the rear concave surface of the lens. So I'm going to press the block on there firmly, that sticker. The magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or by now you know I like to call it the Charles, just because I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. So hit the green start button, which I wanted to do a couple weeks ago and it didn't happen, but this time it does. The door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that going around it's large enough to fit into the frame first go around. Doing the same thing a second time to measure the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. I was just thinking of the extra cleaning cloths you had coming. Literally, that's what I had on my mind. So, the water in the background is there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that no water sprays onto the lens while it is cutting. Now, water will spray onto your lens, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away the optical debris that you may see beginning to form around the edge of the lenses. Polycarbonate lenses are 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics-grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel, from flying debris. It has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. The nice thing about the Tranitions XTRAactive, it has blue light protection built into it. It'll block 50 to 70% of the harmful blue light emitted from today's electronic devices such as cell phones, tablets, computer screens, and of course the #1 source of blue light on the planet, the sun, the giver of all this life on the planet. Now it has its own proprietary back surface anti-glare. The normal anti-glare coatings are front and back surface. Because the mirror is on the front surface, which is slick as glass, the anti-glare will not adhere to it, so it has its own proprietary anti-glare on the back. Originally, Arthur purchased Crizal Sapphire on top of this. You cannot do any Crizal products. Now, you see the gold mirror on the front of the lens. It looks like a gold anti-glare coating. It looks like it on the back. When I activate them, you will no longer see the gold mirror here. You will see the green of the anti-glare coating. So water is spraying on the lens, so it tells me it's in the end. It's getting the last of the safety bevel applied. So with these, you get everything all in one lens. You get the Tranitions XTRAactive in the middle of the lens. You get the gold mirror flash on the front of the lens. You get the anti-glare coating on the back of the lens. I'm going to take the lens out, dry it off, run my thumbnail around to get all the optical sawdust off the edge of the lens. Grab your frame, and years from now, should you ever need new lenses, all I have to do is pull up this number and cut them. But you can see what I'm about to do to change the lenses. I recommend everyone with a metal frame get a baking dish, either glass or metal. Get a kitchen dish towel or a t-shirt, which will be played by the understudy tonight, a paper towel. And you're going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver. I'm going to do a little bit of lefty-loosey, doing my best not to take it out all the way. The reason why the paper towel is here will be played by a t-shirt or a dish towel. Should the screw fall out, it's going to land on a soft surface. If it hits a hard surface, kitchen countertop, table, my workbench, is going to bounce and hit the floor. So it will be absorbed by that, but I'm going to turn it around where I keep the screw head facing up so it doesn't have the chance to fall out. I'm going to tuck in the lightweight, unbreakable, impact-resistant lenses and tuck them in, and they go right in without having to take the screw all the way out. Rotate that around. Do a little bit of righty-tighty. This is just my insurance policy, could come out. Now take that same paper towel, put it on the edge of the counter, and finish tightening. I have a rubber block that does the same thing. You don't want to hold it in your hand, because if that screwdriver slips, you stab yourself. Go into any optical shop in America, and any bench optician like I am who cuts his own lenses is going to have a callus here from the number of times that has slipped and you've stabbed yourself. I finally got smart and put it down here. I had it here, but then my shirt and everything else kept catching on it when I worked down here, so I moved it down here out of the way so I couldn't get caught on this thing. So, is that TMI? Am I straying off subject? Do I digress? Okay, let's flip that over to L. Place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, the Chuckarama, or tonight I'm calling it the Arthur. Hit the green start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens again will be traced by the two white styluses, this time making sure that the lens is large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left side. And that carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Look at that, Arthur, you got none. You got nothing there. You see that? You got nothing. No edge thickness. But should any of this lens protrude from the back of the frame, that's why I put the safety bevel on there. Should any of this come into contact with your cheek, which it won't for two reasons. One, there's none there. Two, your nose pads separate that. Plastic frames sit closer in. The nose pads create a separation from your face to the lens, so it's not going to touch then anyway, but I still do it. Take the block off, dry that off, add to my sticker collection. We're going to come down here to the lensometer. Spin the axis wheel back to 98, put it in over that black dot, read the power, and I am getting, where's my flashlight? +2 in the black. Starting at 0, going away from 0, +1, +2 in the black. Minuses are red, plus numbers are black. You are far-sighted. You need 2 steps of nearsighted correction. With your glasses off, everything is much too small. So that's why your lens has a plus sign. Your lenses will actually magnify. Now, once the images, and it goes in quarter increments, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. So you're on the 8th rung of a ladder. Once you have the object to the correct size, you have 4 steps, 1 whole diopter of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look like, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 98 for your right eye. So let's check the second curve. We're going to read the power, and we are at +1 in the black. Now this is easy math to figure out. If you had $2 and you gave somebody $1, you would have $1 left. That's where you're at, $1 in the black, 1 diopter. The prescriptions and currency in America are the same, in quarters, 25, forget pennies, dimes, and nickels and half dollars. A quarter, 50, 75, and 1. Now your left eye, you're on the 11th rung of the ladder, you need +275. You need 5 steps of astigmatism correction. And we're going to, these first 2 numbers are real values to be concerned with. This last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180. Let's go ahead and take the lens out of the Arthur. Dry everything off. Run my thumbnail around. Get all the optical sawdust off. Grab my Phillips head screwdriver, the red tip. Black is flat blade. Red, Phillips. Loosen that, and again, if it comes out all the way, tighten it back up a little bit. Tuck it in at the outside corners first. Push down at the nose, run it around, it snaps in. I start off, again, bad habit to teach everyone, tightening it in my hand. Most people try and go all the way. I'm going to use my rubber block. You are going to use your t-shirt or kitchen towel on the edge. Make sure you don't have a rounded edge like some countertops do. Use a flat surface to put that against and then tighten all the way down. Take the block off. Add to my sense of accomplishment pile. Come down here to the lensometer, spin the axis wheel to 77. Put it in over the black dot, which is your pupillary distance. Read the power. I'm getting +275, 1 tick mark away from 3. Let's check your +275 minus 1 1/4, and if all goes well, we will end up at 150, exactly halfway between 1 and 2. Because again, you had $2.75, but then you loaned someone $1.25, you would have 150 left. 150. Now, your pupillary distance for your right eye, 34.5, same for the left, for a total of 69. Turn the card around, place the PD stick against my thumb. On your right lens, when we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 69 millimeters. That is cut perfectly. Management would like to take this time now to breathe a sigh of relief. Man, if something had been wrong with this one, I was gonna lose it. You guys would witness me just going off. Optical center height of 18. Turn the card around, place the PD stick against my thumb to the middle of the metal plastic. We're getting 18, not the bottom of the lens, because you have a bevel that goes halfway into that metal. We're at 18 there. So this frame, the RayBan 6286, which I believe was not on the website. So Arthur emailed me or called me, went to the contact me page of the website, got the email, or called me and asked, can you get me this frame? I said yes. Can you do the Tranitions XTRAactive gray with the gold flash mirror? Yes. Can you do it with Crizal sapphire? No. He paid for that through the website, and I'm going to refund his money as soon as I print off the mailing label. The reason why I wait to do that, if I were to refund his purchase, the $139 for the Crizal sapphire, PayPal, who I print off my mailing labels through, will think that I refunded his purchase and not able me to print. So I've learned that the hard way. So let's go ahead. This is the time in every, well, okay, so the frame sells for $213. The Transitions XTRAactive $129.99. The flash mirror coating, the style mirror, I guess, as Transition calls it, $69.99 for a total of $412.98. Now there is no tax because I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device. I do not have to charge tax, so all my purchases are tax-free for at least another 2 years. This is January 30th of 2020. So they only raised taxes in the General Assembly here on the long years, which was last year. This year's General Assembly is a short session, so no bills will get changed and this year, so that's why I know it'll be at least 2022 before any other changes in the tax laws will come. Now, free shipping anywhere in the U.S. Was that too much information? But I thought you'd like to know that. free shipping anywhere in America, and San Antonio, Texas is still in America. But when you get these in the mail, Arthur, there's a small chance these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And I'm no different, and I'll show you that I'm part of that 80%. But because of that statistic, 99%, another statistic, of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local place, tell them if it's too loose or too tight or high on one side. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly, well, at least for me that is. But I'm going to go ahead and get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, when I take mine off, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. I am wearing the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer, which is a sunglass in color 6053, which is the blue crystal, because I wear a lot of blue. White shirts with a print, and it matches. Plus that little bit of crystal picks up those wisdom highlights I got coming in above my ears. Flip this over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew like that. So I send out a selfie request in every package. Arthur, you don't have to. You've done enough just giving me your patience and understanding. But I send out a selfie request in every package to have your picture on the website. I would love 2. One with these indoors with them clear. One with you out on the golf course or anywhere else with the skyline behind you out on the river walk. That would be great, showing the gold. Now, I also send out cleaning instructions not only for your frame and lenses so they will last you for years, but for the premium microfiber cloth that I provide, your RayBan cleaning cloth, and for your case, so it too will last you for years. I field test every cleaning cloth, so when you see these wrinkles in the one that you're getting, you know that it works. So this is what your lenses look like before they have been activated. I've got the Crizal Sapphire on my lenses, so you will see a light blue hue. You have a bolder gold. Like I said, it looks like a gold anti-glare coating on the lens. Now let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. On the back surface, you still see the gold. But let's go ahead and activate them. I'm going to expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. Now, as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for all transition lenses to darken. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute, minute 15. Arthur and everyone else, all photochromic transition lenses will turn dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks or exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time that photochromic transition 7 and 8 won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day. And that's why they don't turn dark in a car. If you have a convertible or a motorcycle, they will. Now, having said that, these Tranitions XTRAactive will get 50% dark behind a windshield. Now, so that's what they look like. When you look out, you're going to see gray. When people look at you, they're going to see the green mirror at certain angles. Bolder and stronger at times, but really cool effect. Now, as I keep talking, this is going to get lighter and lighter. And I was just about to mention that all photochromic transition lenses will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I would like to remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. Having said that, the Tranitions XTRAactive in gray and brown, or the Zeiss Photo Fusion Extra Gray, will get darker in hotter weather. They're designed for extra active people who spend extra amounts of time outside. So if you've liked what you've seen here, do just that. Like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the bell icon so you will get notifications of different frame and lens color and style combinations become published. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at freeprescriptionlenses.com. The contact me page, my email and phone number are on there. You can also leave questions or comments in the comment section below. Arthur, feel free to comment yourself before you get these, after you get these. If you want to tear me a new one for having to wait, completely justifiable. By the way, speaking of shipping, you are being upgraded to expedited shipping at no extra charge. I will also, right after printing off your mailing label tonight, credit your PayPal account for the purchase of the Crizal Sapphire. he was so understanding. He said, just throw in a few extra cleaning cloths, dude, and we'll call it even. So, dude, you getting some. I've even got some pink ones for the ladies. You can gift one away, or hey, real men wear pink. I got married in a pink shirt. Has brought me nothing but bad luck ever since. But shh, don't tell my wife that. Because my anniversary is coming up March 1st, and it's going to get real expensive if she finds out I said that. But as I keep talking, you can see them getting lighter and lighter. So, and again, the mirror is going to be bolder and bolder in the next couple weeks. But Arthur in San Antonio, Texas, thank you so much for the purchase of the RayBan 6286, color 2509 in the 54 eye size with the 17 bridge, 140 temple length. And now, hopefully everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.